places to watch a game in North Carolina. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Condors offense will go on the attack first. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
They'll ride the hot hand. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. And it'll be the Condors will line it up on first and 10. Back to throw, it's right. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Condors come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. The option, the keeper. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Doing it himself again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Working that left side now. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And it'll be the Condors will try to punch it in on first and goal. Calls his own number. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. He's looking downfield to throw. Moving out to the right. And they'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line.
I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that third down. But there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him.
Makes a catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Condors.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on fourth down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get this goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of a field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
Gets the back moving. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Hauls it in. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Fires to the big fella. Runs through a man. He might have some space. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage, and I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
Going with the ground game left. Finding some room. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Scott. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Push forward on the sneak. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll try to move the chains on fourth down. NC State comes to the line. Going for the marker on the ground. Goal line defense, and he gets nothing as he stopped right at the 2.
Man, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting a hole even open.
Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. To let that one get away from them, they look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And these drops can be very frustrating because you know he wants the football, and he demands the football. Dadgum, receivers a lot of times will walk in the huddle, throw me the ball. I've heard worse stories than that and worse language, but calling for the football, got to make plays, man. That's how you get more balls thrown in the direction.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Might be changing the route. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That one comes out hot down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's right. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here comes the heat. On the move and looking. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. The Condors decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Wolfpack! just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Reads it, fires complete. He's past the 30. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. The RPO, it's complete. Could not make his way to the corner. And it'll be the Condors will call on their punt team. He might just try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, punt.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll go right back to the run. Got room at the 35. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough.
Got a little grass. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? The Condors can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they liked because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And it'll be the Condors have it with a 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Perkins. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout taken by the offense as their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. After that sack, the offensive line better get it stuffed together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. 3rd down. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Timeout called by NC State. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The ball hits at the 5 and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal.
He's loose on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
You know it's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Bailey. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This really has been a tale of 2 quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the first quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the second. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found a rhythm. He was able to get this offense churning big plays out one after another, and right now they are playing with tons of confidence.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Longhorns, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing. Now back to your game inside Carter Finley Stadium. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Hey guys, I caught up with the Wolfpack head coach coming out of the locker room. He says this all the time, but the team that holds on to the football and rushes the best usually wins the game, and that's what this team has done in the first half. The running back has been terrific, great ball security, and offense now taking the field. They expect to continue that dominant run game here on offense to start the third. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Right on the money.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Got his man on the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got him this time. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And you're seeing on this drive, man, a big part of the reason why they've got the lead. Like, they've been so good on these third downs. Another third down conversion where they dial up the right play at the right time to move the sticks.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, NC State! And the stomping has commenced.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. Just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing. And because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. And let's see where this team can go.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Keeps it on first down. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Condors line up to punt it away. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Crosses the 30. Quarterback gets enough. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road and win. Come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, have answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
He'll bring it out. It's King. And the returner goes down. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Power football with the run. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up third down.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. And it'll be the Condors will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Condors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Right back to the well. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Defense.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. On the option. He'll do it himself. Fighting off the defender. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Pulls it and runs it again. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Running inside, it's Stevens. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And it'll be the Condors will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready? Red 18. Go.
He'll keep it himself. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Goes to the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Past the 50, the 40, at the 30, past the 10, touchdown! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown, but you create the takeaway, you scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. With the catch, it's Jenkins. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Motion from the wideout. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Line gets set, first down. The run inside. It's Steven. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Great place to start for this offense. To the air, it's Bailey. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the fit.
Leaves his feet, makes a nice grab along the right sideline.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job showing you his athleticism.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important from here on out.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run the option. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Condors will line up to punt it away. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He gets a block. There he goes. Open it up. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games.